And then on Friday, the 2nd of December, we'll be in our waxing moon phase, of course, still. So we're still drawing new things in, right? Since our new moon on the 23rd of November, the new moon in Sagittarius. If you didn't check out your horoscope or your taroscope, that's in the description below. Check that out to make the most of this cycle that we're in right now. And we'll have our Gemini full moon next week on the 7th. So then we'll be starting our releasing cycle. But on Friday, we'll still be in our drawing in, imagining cycle. Super exciting. And then on Friday, well, Friday is Venus's day. The planet of love rules the day. So spread as much love into the world as possible. And count all of your blessings. Count all of your blessings. Because what we appreciate, appreciates. Meaning it grows, right? A synonym of appreciate is growth. So whatever we focus on grows. Whatever we appreciate grows. So send as much love out into the universe on Friday. You will have your moon in Aries on Friday, which is interesting, right? Because we have our moon in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars and represents the masculine principle. But yet, on Friday is Venus's day, which is ruled by, well, it's the feminine principle. So you have the masculine and the feminine combined energetically on Friday. So it's a steamy day. Hot, hot, hot. Synonym. Yes. It's going to be a hot day with passions that run high. So definitely fuel your passions on Friday. Have something to focus on that makes you happy. Anything that you can do to productively focus that steamy energy on Friday. And numerologically, we have a 2. And 2 in the tarot pertains to the high priestess, right? And it represents feminine grace and power. The number 2 allows us to intuit how to best harmonize two opposing people, concepts, viewpoints, or things. So if you need to get 2 things to harmonize, be it sometimes we have, it might not necessarily be about like 2 people that you need to get along. You could have contradictory desires, right? You want to get, a gold medal, but you also want to make sure you spend time with your honey so he or she doesn't file for divorce, right? So those contradictory desires, right? I want to do this, but I want to do that. With the energy on Friday, you're going to get both to harmoniously coexist. So that will be nice. Additionally, you have no aspects. No aspects on Friday. However, model, producer, writer, and actress Tyra Banks has today's sun and moon combination, right? Because the sun is in Sagittarius and the moon on Friday will be in Aries. And that is what Tyra Banks has. She's a Sagittarius sun with her moon in Aries. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense with all that she accomplishes. So maybe watch some Project Runway. I think that's her show, right? Project Runway. And we'll lean into some Tyra energy. Yes, indeed. She has a lot of fire energy. A lot of fire energy. So enjoy that on your Friday. Enjoy Sagittarius sun and Aries moon. Fire, fire, fire. And then on Saturday, the 3rd of December, we are in our waxing moon phase, of course. And the planetary ruler for Saturday is Saturn. Saturday is Saturn's day, the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. So it pays on Saturday to have your ducks in a row. I personally like getting my ducks in a row early in the week. So then on Saturday, I can look at my ducks and say, look at my ducks. They're all in a row. How nice. It's always nice to have your ducks in a row. So that make sure that's happening by Saturday. And you'll have your moon in Aries on Saturday, which is good for a fresh start. It's good for physical activity. I think Aries should be required by law to exercise because otherwise that fire energy, well, it can get stuck. It can be misplaced, right? displaced as well. It's also good for fun, play, activities that require big, short bursts of energy. Aries have two speeds, burn and off. So definitely work with those big, short bursts of energy. And also Aries, your Aries moon on Saturday is good for being bold, brave, and better than yesterday. It's a fresh start on Saturday. And as for aspects, numerologically, right, we have the number 3 on Saturday, which is great. So 3 is upbeat and engaging. It gives us a zest for life, eager to hop from one experience to the next to express more love and joy. So with that energy of 3, it's very bouncy, right? You might do this, you might do that, and it's very abundant. It's a great day for a party to have 3. Sin, think of 3 of Cups, right? Which is the celebratory energy. So keep that in mind for your Saturday. And then we have Venus in Sagittarius making a square to Neptune in Pisces. Kim Kardashian has this aspect in her chart. So this will lift us to romantic heights, but we may need to look very closely before going all in, as we want to avoid a rough landing. Venus is love, and it's making an awkward square to Neptune, which is the planet of otherworldliness. It can be about escapism. It can be about evasion. It can be about divine influence and bliss, but it also can fuzzy things, and also can be deceptive, and it makes things a little bit unclear. I wonder if this aspect in Kim Kardashian's chart is reminiscent of her issues with Kanye, right? Or Ye, whatever the hell he's calling himself these days. Makes perfect sense, right? Venus squaring Neptune. So that would suggest that somebody needs to be very, very closely when choosing a partner, right? Because Venus is love and Neptune fuzzies things. So typically with Venus-Neptune energy together, the issue is that their expectations and their idealism is like off the hook. So they see only beauty. They only see love, right? With Neptune and Venus combining. And then, unfortunately, as one of my astrology teachers used to say, unfortunately, people pick their noses, meaning sometimes people are going to let you down. And that's the issue with Venus and Neptune together, that nobody's perfect. We all have our issues, right? So definitely look closely when choosing a partner if you have this aspect in your chart, and also on Saturday as well. Oh, yeah? Funny that Kanye is Ye now. What's his problem? What's his problem these days? So I heard that he went from being a billionaire, that he lost like an outrageous amount of money. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but sources say, or one of my sources say, that he was the richest musician. He had billions and billions of dollars, but a lot of his revenue came from these sponsorships. So these different sponsors dropped him, and apparently he lost billions of dollars overnight. And my friend, who is a good source, said that now he only has like, I don't know, I think he said something like 400 million, which is still great, but to go from the billions to the millions, must be really tough. In any case, we do have a wonderful day on Saturday. Yeah, really interesting. It's definitely something to look at. It's really curious. So yeah, all of his a lot of people dropped him, and he lost a tremendous amount of money. Anyway, we also have on Saturday Neptune going direct in Pisces. This is cool. So imagination becomes a nice respite from reality. It's an ideal time to connect with source, to let go and let God. You had Chekhov has this aspect in his chart. Neptune and Pisces, Robert Louis Stevenson, Oscar Wilde, George Bernard Shaw. So, yeah, it's an ideal time to connect with source, to let go and let God. and to add more love to the world through kindness, compassion, and understanding. So keep that in mind. Well, on Sunday, we will have it being the Sun's Day, of course, on Sunday. So it's a day to connect to the eternal present moment, a day to enjoy your life and to bask in the joy at being alive. Moon will be in Aries, entering Taurus at 6:37 a.m. East. Taurus stabilizes things that have been started in Aries. So this is a day to nurture all that you value, love, and care about. And numerologically, Sunday is a 4. So it's a dependable number, and it lends stability to the creativity of the number 3. So we have 2 stabilizing influences, Moon in Taurus, as well as it being a number 4. So it shows us, the number 4, that equality on all sides puts us on good, solid ground. And it's also Santa's List Day. So this is the day every year, December 4th, that Santa, with the help of his elves, creates the first draft of his naughty or nice list. So keep that in mind, okay, for your Sunday, but don't worry too much, because that list, his naughty or nice list, can be amended all the way up to Christmas. In fact, right before he's like, going down your chimney. So you always have a chance to be more nice. Nice to see you, Sonia. So keep that in mind for Sunday. And I really do appreciate you all watching live, or later if you're catching this live. We will be talking next week about your full moon in Gemini. So keep that in mind for your next week. We'll talk all about your full moon in Gemini and how you can make the most of it. And of course, check out my website, psychicsun.com. I offer readings, coaches, classes in the new year. Lots of really cool new classes. Chakra class, most likely. Law of attraction class. And if you have any classes that you want to take, well, let me know and I'll consider them. And also, gift certificates. It's the season of giving. And I have these really cool bundle and save options. So you can buy a few readings, right? Save on those readings and get some of those readings as a gift certificate, or put them toward classes or readings for yourself. So keep that in mind. The link to all of that is in the description below. Have a kick-ass week, everyone, and I shall see you soon.